Welcome back to Mansions of Madness. We're playing Blood Ties, the third scenario in the base game, and we're now beginning turn 9. And last time we had Sister Mary dodging the Migo attack and Joe Diamond dodging a zombie attack. And now it is time for our investigators to go. So, the first thing, we'll have Sister Mary go again. She is going to try throwing the holy water once again onto the Migo. Let's see if she can do that. She needs a 5 or less. And she rolls a 6, which means it doesn't happen. Boy, we're not getting a whole lot of luck here. Now, Joe Diamond, what's he going to do? He doesn't like Sister Mary being threatened by the Migo. He is actually going to turn around and he's going to shoot at the Migo. Try and take that Migo down. And so for his action, he's doing a ranged weapon attack. It says, you make a guess as to where the creature's heart lies. Test intellect. Well, Joe is all out of skill tokens. And his intellect, it's not too bad. It's a 6. So Joe needs a 6 or less. Come on, Joe. And he gets a 5, which is indeed 6 or less. So that's a success against the Migo. And what happens? It says, pass. Your bullet rips into the creature and it howls in pain. Deal weapon damage +2. Well, weapon damage +2, that is a total of 5 damage. The Migo already has 2 damage on it. That would be a total of 7. The Migo has a health of 6. Joe Diamond takes the Migo down. All right, a little bit of luck for us. Now, Joe can move. If he does move from here, he'll have to make an evade check. And if he doesn't make his evade check, then he's going to take damage from that zombie. So I think he is just going to stay there and not move. All right, that is the investigator's turn. Boy, we're running out of time here fighting these rotten monsters. Let's go over to the keeper area and see what the keeper is going to do for turn 9. Okay, here we are at the keeper area, and I've just put down the 2 threat tokens for this turn for the keeper, collecting threat tokens. And of course the investigators could have exchanged items, but they never seem to be in the same spot, so that didn't happen. So they collect 2 threat, and now it's time for keeper to play some actions. And I think the only thing the keeper will do is he's going to take 1 threat token, and he's going to use he's going to use Creature of the Night, which means all creatures on the board can move. I think that's all he's going to play this time. So let's go back to the board and move all of the monsters. Okay, so monster movement. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take this zombie. He's going to shamble across the cave to here, and this zombie will shamble his way over here. All right, and there's one right over here who's sitting at the altar area, and I'm just going to leave him there. All right, let's go back up to where Sister Mary and Joe Diamond are and see if that zombie up there is going to move. Okay, so here we are. This zombie can move a space if it wants to, and I think the zombie is just going to try to continue to hammer on Joe Diamond. He seems to be the biggest threat with his double 45s firing away every time. So the zombie is not going to move. So that's the end of movement. So now we are on to the monster attack phase, and we keep pulling cards until we get a appropriate monster attack card, and I got one right here. All right, monster attack. The savage enemy lunges at your face. Test dexterity. Okay, Joe Diamond's dexterity, if I recall, is a 5. He has no skill tokens left, so he needs a 5 or less. And he rolls a 3, and that's a pass. So that's at least a little bit of good luck for us. Let's see what a pass is. It says, you dive to the ground, barely avoiding its attack. No effect. So there's no effect from the zombie attack. Okay, and that's going to be the end of that. All right, so now the last thing to do on the keeper's turn is to add the token to the timer card. That adds the 5th token to this card, which has a 5 on it, which means we reveal this card and take a look at it. It says a memory. You suddenly remember a Latin phrase your uncle taught you as a child. Translation, I was what you are, and what I am you shall be. That does not sound good. The blood relative, which is Joe Diamond, may have his investigator repeat this to resolve the below effect. He may not know the result before choosing. Well, here's where playing both parts becomes difficult. So 5, and we are with 5B. The earth groans, and a rotted corpse rises from its grave. Place a zombie in the graveyard. So if Joe Diamond decides to recite that phrase, then a zombie would rise from the graveyard. However, all of these zombie models are on the board right now, which would render this effect useless anyway, even if Joe Diamond decided to utter it. And I'm sure most players playing the game would say, oh, you want me to utter some crazy phrase and have some crazy thing happen? I don't think so. So Joe Diamond decides that the phrase going through his head will just remain in his head. He has things to deal with right now, which is a zombie on the board trying to take him out. Okay, that's the end of turn 9. Join me next time for turn 10.